muna natin, ang gagawin po natin dito is we will solve yung mga wala pong choices, no? And then pasadahan natin yung mga ibang objectives. Okay, and then kung may time pa, so let's solve yung mga may choices naman po. Kapag wala, kung hindi na enough yung time, so i-flash na lang natin. So provided naman yung mga solutions no mga hindi magdi-discuss. And so anyway, so let's start with number 1. Okay, so the question is, at what speed should a 6-pole alternator be driven to develop 40 cycles? Okay, so alam natin yung 40 cycles per second, so that is also your frequency. Okay, so from your lecture, so you have a formula.
Yes.
Okay, so the frequency is also equivalent to Pn divided by 120. Okay, so we are looking for the value of your N. Okay, so yung F natin dito, so that must be in cycles per second or also in hertz. Okay, so while your N is in RPM. So from that, so you can just substitute. So we have your frequency now, that is 40. Okay, so then this is equivalent to, so the number of poles, so we have 6. Okay, then multiplied by N. Okay, so then this is divided by 120. Okay, so from there, so using shift solve, you can just manipulate. So you can solve now for the value of your N. Okay, so answer there should be 800 RPM. Okay, so kung ang nilagay nyo po ay 800 lang, so tama na po yan. Okay, so pag 800 RPM, so mas tama. Okay, so that's your answer for number 1. Yan, so next is, so number 2 is an objective problem. Yan, so sagutan po natin si number 2 natin. Okay, so your question for number 2, so when load on an alternator is increased, the voltage or the terminal voltage increases if the power factor of the load is blank. Okay, so we all know, so yung load daw sa alternator, okay, ay nag-increase. So, di ba, yan po yung VFL natin. Okay, kapag yan ay nag-increase, so yung terminal voltage mag-i-increase din kapag yung power factor po natin, engineers, would be leading. Okay, bakit po leading? So, di ba kapag leading, okay, so yung percent VR po kasi natin, so would be negative. Okay, so your percent VR is negative. Okay, so from here, so if that is negative, so yung voltage at full load natin ay mas mataas. Okay, doon sa voltage at no load. Okay, so yun yung gusto natin sa problem. So yung full load daw dapat mas mataas kaysa sa no load. Okay, so answer there is letter C. Okay, nangyayari po yan or tumataas yan kapag yung power factor po natin is leading. Okay, so that's your number 2. Yan, next, so let's solve numbers. So skip muna natin si number 3. Okay, so ganun din kay number 4. So yung mga walang choices muna. Dito tayo sa number 5. So determine the number of electrical degrees made per revolution for a 36-pole alternator. Okay, so from your lecture of your problem set alternator, so you have a formula. Okay, given that, so the number of electrical degrees. Okay, so per revolution. Okay, so of an alternator, so that is also equivalent to 360 degrees. Okay, so then that is just multiplied by the number of poles, then divided by 2. Okay, so yan lang po, no, yung formula natin for E degrees per revolution. Okay, pole. Okay, so we all know that mga number of poles natin, even number po yan, no? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on. Okay, so from here, so this is 360 degrees. Okay, so we have your 36-pole alternator. So this is 36, then divided by 2. So from there, so your E degrees now in 1 revolution. Okay, so is equivalent to, so calculate. We have 360, then we have 36. Okay, divided by 2. So answer there would be 6,480 degrees. Okay, so per revolution. So kung ang sinagot 6,480 degrees, so okay na po yan. Okay, so that is your answer. Yan, kung sinabing 3 revolutions, so multiply that by 3. Okay, so that would be the case in our number 5. So final answer there would be 6,480 degrees. So pag ginawang radian, mali po kasi sinabi po number of electrical degrees. So therefore, your answer must be in degree also. Okay, so next one. So let's solve next number 6. So still wala pong choices yan. Okay, so a 3-phase alternator has a rating of 5,000 kVA at 13,200 volts. Okay, calculate the full load line current. Okay, so yung kVA po na yan, so nabanggit naman po nung lecture. So ito po tandaan, no? So sa alternator, transformer, ganoon na rin po sa AC motors, pag wala pong binanggit yung isang type of loading or type of power, okay, automatically that is full load. Parang ito, so yan ay S at full load. So ano po bang ibig sabihin ng full load na yan, engineers? So ibig sabihin yan yung full capacity ng ating alternator. Kumbaga, ang kaya lang niya na i-supply is 5,000 kVA. Okay, yan po yung tinatawag na full load. Okay, so from your polyphase also, di ba? So default, pag walang binanggit na per phase, that is total. Okay, ganun din dito sa voltage natin. So pag walang binanggit na per phase, automatically, that is your line-to-line voltage. Okay, so we are looking for the full load line current. Again, so using your formula, okay, so we have your S total, or let's say S full load total. Okay, so this is also equivalent to, so from your polyphase lecture, no? Or quiz. Okay, so kapag gagamit ka ng line-to-line values, use square root of 3 as the formula for 3-phase. Okay, but if you'll use per phase values, use times 3. Okay, so this is V line to line, then current, let's say full load, line to line. Syempre, full load yung S mo, kaya yung makuha mo din dyan ay full load din na current. Okay, so from here, so this is I full load. Okay, so we have line to line. So pag sinabi kasing half load or quarter load, i-divide natin yung 5,000. Kung half load, divide mo ng 2. Quarter load, i-divide mo ng 4 and so on. Okay, so this is equivalent to, so we have your 5,000 kVA. So that is times 10 raised to 3. So this is divided by, so we have your square root of 3. Then this is multiplied by the line-to-line voltage, so which is 13,200 volts. From there, so your line-to-line current now. Okay, so at full load, okay, condition. So solve natin. So we have your 5,000. No need to write the angle kasi wala namang binigay po no, na power factor. Okay, so square root of 3 then multiplied by 13,200. So answer there is 218. Okay, and then this is 0.69 amperes. Okay, so that is your final answer. Okay, so kung ang sinagot ay 219, so considered, tama. 218.7, tama din. Okay, so wag nang masyadong mag-stricto no, pagdating po sa round off. As long as you are sure naman no, so with your, or parehas yung solution natin, or nag-come up ka sa tamang sagot. Okay, so that's your number 6. Okay, so ganun din yung voltage natin so meaning that is yung full load natin. Okay, so gagamitin nyo pa yung full load, quarter load, half loads up until transformers. Okay, so mas gagamitin nyo yan doon. Next, so let's solve this objective problem. So the voltage regulation of an alternator for a power factor of 0.8 lagging is blank at unity power factor. Okay, voltage regulation, no? Diba? So ano po ba ang nangyari? So yung voltage regulation natin habang nagiging lagging yan, bumababa. Okay, so ibig sabihin, so kapag nagiging unity na siya, so the voltage regulation of an alternator for a power factor of 0.8 lagging is greater than at unity power factor. Okay, so yan. Okay, mas mataas, no? So kasi syempre, kapag unity yung power factor natin, okay, kukunti yung loss. Okay, kung hindi yan ma-prove, so pwede mo namang i-trial and error using your formula. Okay, so mag-set ka ng value. So paano ba kinukuha si percent VR? So di ba that is V no load minus V full load over V full load times 100%. Pwede ka sigurong maglagay. So, kunwari, VNL mo, okay, kunwari, VFL mo ay 200 volts. Okay, so tapos yung current mo ay 50. Okay, so angle, doon muna sa negative, 0.8 laging, kaya that is negative. Inverse cosine is 0.8. Compare lang natin, no? Okay, tapos, let's say, yung Z natin ay, say, 3 plus J5. Kunin natin yung VNL dito. Okay, so calculate natin. So, we have your mode 2. So, kunwari, assuming na copper phase values na yan. So, 200 plus 50 angle, negative inverse cosine ni 0.8. Okay, and then times 3 plus 5i. Okay, so and then, ito na yung value ng full load current natin. So, let's say, store natin yan kay AR. Sorry, that is already the no load voltage. Kunwari lang po, no? So, 482.7. Kunin nyo yung percent VR dyan. So, trial and error lang, no? Okay, 482.7 minus 200 divided by 200. Okay, so yan yung magiging value natin, no? Okay, so we have your A, let's say, minus 200 divided by 200. Okay, yan. So, medyo mali yung given natin. Magiging 100% yan mahigit, pero so, for ano lang naman, no, representation. Okay, kapag naman, so let's say at unity, so that is 200 plus 50. Okay, angle 0, no, kapag unity. Okay, times 3 plus 5i. Okay, so yan. So, kunin natin yung no load. Okay, so you can see, mas mababa. Okay, compared to 482.7. So, since mas mababa po yan, so meaning, mas mababa yung percent VR natin. Okay? Percent VR ni unity, ito ay, so 1.15. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, so mas mataas po yung percent VR ni no load or ni lagging compared sa unity. Okay? So, yan po yung pwede nyong improve. Okay? That's number 9 kasi nga po, so mas mababa yung voltage drop, no, kapag nagiging unity yung ating power factor. Okay, so anyway, so that's the answer for number 9. Okay, so ganyan, pag may mga greater than, less than, so pwede mong i-treat yan as A solving. Okay, so next, doon po tayo sa number 10 natin. Okay, so for a coil having a span of 2/3 or pole pitch. Okay, so question, the coil span factor is blank. So when we say coil span factor, or this is also the pitch factor, so yan din po yung Kp. Okay, so diba if given is the fractional pitch or pole pitch, so there are two ways to solve the problem. Okay, you can use yung fractional pitch natin. Okay, so or you can also use yung short pitch mo. Okay, so diba that is fractional pitch. So whatever po yung nagamit doon sa lecture or kung ano man yung ginagamit mong variable. Okay, so doon ka sa mas madali para sa'yo. Okay, or pwede rin, so we have your Kp, so you can just use the short pitch. Okay, cosine of 90 degrees multiplied by short pitch. Okay, so alam naman natin na yung relationship ng short pitch at saka fractional pitch, so their sum is equivalent to 1. Tama? Okay, kaya kung gusto mong gamitin yung fractional pitch or yung short pitch, minusan mo lang ng 1 yung given. Okay, so para malaman mo na fractional pitch yung given, so usually po, hindi 1 yung numerator niya. So short pitch usually that is equivalent to 1. Okay, so yan. Okay, so or yan, kunwari, yung ibig sabihin, yung short pitch po niyan ay 1/3. Or you can set siguro, dapat mga greater than 0.5, mga ganyan. So yung value ni fractional pitch. Anyway, so you can use any of the two solutions or equations. So I'll just use yung ating fractional pitch. So meaning, Kp now, so that would be sine, okay, so of 90 degrees, so multiplied by the given fractional pitch. Okay, so your calculator there must be in degree mode. Okay, so that is your answer. So, tandaan, si KP, that must be less than or equal dapat to 1. Okay, pag tumaas ng 1, mali na yung sagot mo. Yan, so answer there. So, kung square root of 3 over 2 yung ginamit or sinagot, okay na po. Kung 0.866 also, okay. Okay, so unitless po no, si KP, hindi po yan power factor. Okay, kung gusto mo naman yung fractional pitch or short pitch, di ba si short pitch, that is also the fractional pitch, okay, or 1 minus fractional pitch. Ayan. Okay, and then solve mo cosine 90 times answer. Okay, it will give you the same answer. So we have your 0.866. Okay, so that is your number 2. Okay, sige, paki-take note. Yan, so let's solve number 11. So your 11, I think, is an objective problem. Okay, so out of the following conditions, so the one which does not have to be met by alternators working parallel is blank. Okay, so nasabi naman, no, so yung conditions, okay, para pwedeng i-parallel yung alternator. So actually, halos parehas lang po siya pagdating sa DC generator. Okay, so syempre, isa-isayin natin, so the machine must operate at the same frequency. So yan, kailangan i-meet yan na condition. So ang tanong ay does not. Okay, the machine must have the same phase rotation, so tama rin. Terminal voltage of each machine must be the same. Tama rin po. So yan yung sinasolve nyo noon na VT. Okay, so the machine must have equal rating. So ibig sabihin po ng rating yung S or yung P. Diba pag nagsosolve naman kayo, so hindi naman parehas yung S or yung P. Okay, not necessarily na kailangan. So therefore, answer there is letter E. Okay, so yan. So next, number 13 tayo. Okay, so a 4-pole 1.5 RPM alternator will generate EMF at blank frequency. Okay, so again, so using your formula for your alternator, so you have your F is equivalent to Pn, then this is divided by 120. Okay, so from that one, so substitute, so that is 4, then multiplied by, so 1,500 RPM, then this is divided by 120. Okay, so direct substitution, so you have your 4 times 1.5, then over 120. Okay, so answer there would be 50 Hertz. Okay, so yung mga ganyan is sana nasusure po natin. Okay, so direct substitution, no? So on the formula of Pn over 120. Okay, so gagamitin nyo pa rin po yan so pagdating nyo ng AC motors. Okay, so next, let's solve number 14. So still, wala pong choices. Okay, so a 30 MVA 15 kilovolt 3-phase alternator will have a per phase nominal impedance of blank. Okay, so yan. Yan din po. So pag sinabi nating nominal impedance, so that is also your Z base. Okay, Z base. Okay, so diba to solve engineers for your Z base, so you can use the formula. Okay, so from your lecture, so yung Z base natin. Okay, so this is also equivalent to, so we have your kV squared. Okay, so then this is divided by MVA. Okay, not necessarily engineers na naka-kV, not necessarily na naka-MVA. So kV stands for voltage and then MVA stands for S. Okay, so yan. So wag nyo na pong divided ng square root of 3 or 3. Derive na po yan. Okay, direct substitute nyo lang yung mga given. Okay, so from here, so we have your 15 squared. So naka-kilovolt na po siya. Okay, so and then we have 30, naka-MVA na. Okay, kung ayaw mo yan, so gawin mo 15 times 10 raised to 3 squared and then 30 times 10 raised to 6. So it will still give you the same answer. Okay, so let's calculate. So that would be 15 square. And then this is divided by 30. Okay, so from that, so the final answer would be 7.5 ohms. Okay, so yan. So kung ang tinanong ay per unit, di dividend mo, di ba, per unit is equivalent to actual divided by base. But since walang given yan na actual, so hindi mo masasolve. Okay, so yan po si number 14. So I think wala yata tayong nailagay dyan na fault. Okay, so yung mga 3-phase faults, ganyan, so hindi tayo nakapaglagay, no? But okay lang yan kasi may mga ganon problems naman pagdating sa pre-board. So paki-take note lang din po yung mga formula doon. Okay, so and I think gagamitin nyo pa rin po yun pagdating nyo ng transformers doon sa power systems. Okay, kaya aralin pa rin. Next, number 15, or sige, number 16, subjective. So the frequency of the system with which several alternators are parallel can be increased by simultaneously blank of all generators. Okay, so ang gagawin daw natin dito, i-increase natin yung frequency, okay, ng ating alternator. Diba? So from your formula, so para ma-increase yan, so kailangan din natin i-increase yung speed. Okay? When we say speed, so dalawa yan, it is either excitation kasi speed din po yan, no? Okay, but the correct answer there would be increasing the speed of the prime movers. Okay, so not the excitation. Okay, so that's number 16. Next one, so from your formula, di ba, F equals Pn over 120. So ibig sabihin, so F is directly proportional to N. Okay, kaya ang sagot mo dyan, it is either letter A or letter C na lang. Okay, so next one. So ito is speed to, no? It is not the excitation, so magkaiba po yan. Next, number 17. So a standby generator set will have the following loads. So we have the inductive load, drawing 50 kVA at 0.8 power factor. Lighting load, okay, so drawing 20 kVA at 1.0 power factor. So at what power factor will the generator operate? Okay, so nakasolve na po kayo ng ganito noong quiz nyo noong polyphase. Okay, para mahanap yung power factor ni generator, so kunin natin yung total load niya. Okay, so kunin natin yung total S, and then from that, makukuha po natin yung value ng kanyang power factor. Okay, di ba, engineers? So again, from your polyphase, di ba, S total or S, that is also its magnitude. Okay, so and then we have your angle of its power factor. Okay, so positive. Okay, so for lagging. Okay, so and then we have your negative for leading. Okay, so if you will combine lagging power factor at saka unity, so syempre, ang sagot mo dyan, lagging. Okay, lagging plus unity is lagging. Okay, so sir, paano mo nalamang lagging yan? Again, so that is inductive load. Again, from your polyphase, so this is a lagging power factor. Okay, its counterpart when you say capacitive, so yun naman po ay leading. Okay, so still, so para mahanap yun, yung value ng S or yung value ng power factor, let's get the S of your generator, say S-gen. Okay, so syempre, so kung ano yung rating or kung ano yung total load natin, so yan din yung load ng generator. Okay, so therefore, that is, let's say, S1. So vector po yan, no? So since kailangan natin yung angle niya o yung power factor, sama natin yung angle ng S. Okay, so let's get the value of S and then transform natin into its polar equivalent. So from there, so you have 50 kVA. So in terms na lang natin sa kVA. Okay, so inductive. So therefore, your power factor is positive. Okay, since lagging, so we have your inverse cosine of theta. Okay, or of power factor, so which is 0.8. Lighting load, so engineers, kahit hindi po binigay yung power factor na 1, so dapat po alam natin automatically na ang power factor po ng lightings natin is unity. Okay, unity or 1. Okay, so yan na po yung S ng ating generator. So ano pa ba? So yung mga purely inductive, mga incandescent lamps, mga flat irons, mga heaters, mga ganyan. Okay, so they are purely resistive or they have a unity power factor. Okay, so angle then inverse cosine of 1. Okay, so transform that into polar. So ang hinahanap, total power, ayan na siya. Kung total Q din, ayan na rin. So shift to 3. So sir, bakit wala nang times 3? So wala na pong times 3 yan, no? Kasi nga po, total na ito. Okay, hindi naman niya sinabing per phase. Shift to 3. Okay, so we have your 67.08. Okay, so and then we have angle, positive, no? From the given. Hindi calculator, so positive 26. 0.565. Okay, degrees kVA. Okay, so therefore, so you are looking for a lagging power factor. Ayan, so from that, so solving now for the power factor, so it is also the cosine of the angle of your S, so which is 26.565 degrees. Okay, so solve. So you have your cosine 26.565. Okay, that is 0.8944 or 0.89 considered. Okay, this one is a lagging. Okay, so kung di nilagay yung lagging, so okay lang din naman. So considered na kasi hindi naman tinanong sa problem. Okay, pero kung nilagay, so much better. Okay, so isa yan sa mga kailangan nating i-master. So dapat alam nyong i-identify yung nature ng power factor. So if lagging po yon, leading, or unity. Kasi sometimes, kunwari, ang sagot ay ganyan, 67 angle 26, or sometimes, kunwari, ang sagot ay 0.8944 lagging. Meron din sa choices, 0.8944 leading. Okay, so kaya alamin natin kung paano siya i-identify. Anyway, so that's number 17. Okay, so let's continue. So, jump tayo doon sa number. Okay, yung walang choices. I think doon tayo sa number 21. Let's solve 21. So later on na lang yung mga walang choices. So nag-provide na tayo ng solution. Kasi baka hindi na natin yan ma-discuss. Okay, so the voltage of an alternator rises from 460 volts at full load to 535 volts at no load. So question is, calculate the percent regulation. Okay, so alam natin, so yung percent regulation sa alternator, usually voltage po yan. Okay, pagdating nyo ng motor later on, so ang hinahanapan naman ng regulation ay kay speed. Okay, tawag naman doon ay governor's speed regulation. Saka na lang po yun. So dito ay percent VR. Okay, or voltage regulation. So since mas mataas yung no load compared kay full load, okay, so ibig sabihin yan, engineers, ang makukuha mo dapat ay positive value. Okay, so saan ba nakukuha yung difference na yan or yung voltage drop? So yan po ay sa linya. Okay, and then iba pa. Okay, yung mga resistance, inductances ng mga wire natin or ganun din sa coil natin. Okay, so dyan nakukuha yung power loss, dan dyan din nakukuha yung voltage drop. Anyway, so di naman yun kailangan. So input lang natin. So we have your percent VR. So that is also your no load voltage. So 535 minus your full load voltage. So 460. So then this is 460. So your denominator must be no load voltage, no? So, or full load voltage, not the no load voltage. Okay, so yan. 535 minus 460. So divided by 460. So kung ang sinagot mo ay ito, decimal, so okay. Considered. Okay, kung naman ay naka-percent, so tama lang din po. So answer there is 0.1630 or that is also 16.30 in percent. Okay, so binigay na yung full load tsaka no load voltage. Okay, so kaya diretso na natin yan. No need to get other values. So, but iba lang siya ng setup, minsan ang binibigay yung S, kailangan pa mag-KVL. Minsan naman ay direct substitution.